Hi everyone, my name is Armina Bazikyan and I'm a wills and trusts attorney here in Los Angeles. In previous videos, we've discussed what happens when an individual passes away and they've created a will. We've discussed what happens when a person passes away and they didn't do anything at all, they didn't have a will. And this video, I would like to address what happens when a person passes away and they did create a trust. A trust is a name that you might have heard throughout your lifetime, and it's a very unique type of instrument or document that we use to pass assets or wealth from one person to another. And so when we're dealing with the California laws, they tell us that if you do a will or you don't do a will, you're going to go through the probate system. And one of the ways that we avoid the probate system, we don't want to go to the probate court, is by creating what's called a living trust or a revocable trust. The trust is it's the backbone of an estate plan. It's a very strong tool that we use to transfer wealth, as I mentioned. So what is a trust? What does it look like? It's a very intangible concept, and the best way to describe it is through examples. So think of a trust like a basket. We can create this basket however you like. We can design it, we can make it whatever shape, color, texture you want it to be, because the trust is going to be unique to you and your family and the type of wealth that you have, the type of assets you have. Whether you have a house, a business, an S-corp, an LLC, it's going to be unique to your needs. And there are different types of baskets. There are different types of trusts. So we're going to create this basket called a trust. And throughout your life, things that you buy, you go out and you buy a home, you put it into your trust. You go out and you buy an investment property, you put it into the trust. Your business, certain assets we will put into the trust during your life, and you will continue living your life the way you are now. At your death, everything that you own that's valuable will be already in this basket that we've created for you. And there will be nothing, or if there is something, it'll be very little that's in your personal name. So at the time of your death, because there's nothing in your name personally, there's nothing for us to go to the probate court for. So the probate system does not get involved at that point because you've already taken care of transferring everything into this basket. And you've already designated who you would like to be in charge of this basket. So the basket will live on after your death. And within it, we will control who gets what and how you want it to be done. So for example, David has 2 children and he owns a home that he's living in. He owns another property that's in his name, but that his parents actually are living in. It really belongs to his parents, but for some reason or another, it's in David's name. And he owns a business. So we would create a trust for David, and depending on what he wants, the trust will be very unique to his needs. So we'll create a trust structure for David, and we'll transfer the assets into that basket, into that trust. And then David can describe how he wants things to be transferred. For example, he wants his home to be distributed to his children. He wants the property that his parents are living in. It really belongs to his parents, it's just in his name. So we might do something special with that property. We might have it go back to his parents, or we might actually have it go to his siblings, or half to his kids, half to his siblings. So we could play around with the structure as far as what we want done with specific assets. And that's the beauty of a trust. It's very unique to your needs. Your trust and your neighbor's trust should not look the same. If they do, then you have a problem on your hands. It's going to be a comprehensive trust that's going to be in place, along with a series of other documents that's going to handle both what happens at death for David and what happens if David is just in a car accident and he cannot do things for himself anymore. He's incapacitated. Who's going to step in and manage his assets without having to go to court? And so a comprehensive estate plan takes care of both these scenarios, and it's very important to make sure that you have a plan in place that's appropriate for you and your assets. So if you would like to sit down and discuss your particular needs with me in specific, feel free to reach out to our office and schedule a free consultation. Bye-bye.